to go for a position, you have no idea the kind of compromises people make, the kind of decisions people make, the kind of, you just have no idea. Oh, hey guys. Welcome back to Doyouwithesenam. If today happens to be the first time you're watching me, please subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Yeah, so in today's video, I'm actually gonna share with you how I lost an election woefully. Woefully. So let's get right into the video, guys. So as many of you already know, I work in a school. Due to that, I didn't really get the opportunity to kind of get involved in a lot of campus activities and get to know what like schooling is all about, have a feel of school. I wasn't in a hostel. I wasn't always on campus because I was an evening student, and so it was kind of difficult to get involved in campus activities. So my school has 3 different admission process, I think. They have the September intakes, January intakes, and then May intakes. So when I finished the diploma, I kind of wanted to work for a year before reapplying for the top-up. But then I got encouraged, and so I decided to apply for May intake to help me put some funds together, and yeah, so that was it. I didn't start early, okay? So apparently, because of the COVID, the semester didn't begin in September, it was shifted to January. And so those who went for the January intake actually had started, underground campaigning, started working underground, and started letting people know their aspirations, what they wanted to go for, the positions they wanted to occupy, and stuff like that. They had already started this before I applied for May intake. So you can see that like there was way too much time gone as at the time I decided to vie for a position. So when I finally decided on which position I wanted to go for, because there were lots to choose from, I only wanted a position that I could work effectively within, as in I am working, I'm schooling, and I'm vying for a position. I should be able to handle all these 3 offices without any of them interfering with like each other. It's going to be like separation of powers, okay? Yeah, so that was what I had to consider. I had to consider why I wanted this position, what I could do in that if I were in that position, and how I was going to manage it with school. So the first thing I did was I had to speak with my boss at the office and then tell him about my aspirations, why I wanted to go in for this, and he supported 100%. He was like, whoa, go for it. You have my full support and everything. And so I was excited, and that was when I decided to fully go in for this. After all, I have his backing, so that means if there were things I had to do at the office and unfortunately couldn't do it due to things in relation to the office, he would understand because he gave me his 100% backing. The second thing I had to do was to see the lady who was already occupying the position I was vying for. I wanted to know what it was like, what she's gone through. I wanted her to know why I wanted to go in for her position and not any other position. And the position I actually wanted to go in for was the Women's Commissioner. And I actually wanted this position because of my passion for women-related stuff, and from my background to the kind of stuff I've engaged in, the kind of work I've tried doing with other women and stuff. I feel like it was about time to, empower ladies on campus to become the women they are supposed to be. That was one of my reasons for actually going for the Women's Commissioner, which unfortunately didn't happen. So after speaking to her, I decided to understudy her for like that short while, get to know how she goes about her things, how she solicits for sponsorship and all of that. Because trust me, you cannot get fully funded by the SRC or whatever. You need to go out for sponsorship, you need to solicit for funds for your programs and events and stuff like that. So I had to ask and inquire, learn about how she goes about things and stuff like that within that short period, which was a mistake. So I'm going to highlight some reasons. Probably I would have to do a part 2 of this video to highlight 3 out of 6 lessons I learned during this whole election thing. Guys, truth of the matter is there were so many things I didn't really know when I decided to get involved in this whole campus politics and stuff like that. There were a lot of things I didn't know, probably because I was not always there to get involved in things going on campus, because I was an evening student. Meanwhile, I was ready to actually go for it. So it's not all about being ready, and it's actually made me understand that you could be ready for something, but you may not be well prepared for it. Okay. The first thing I actually learned from this whole election thing was to plan ahead of time. Plan ahead of time. Don't decide in level 300 what you want to go in for or the position you want to stand for. No. Start planning the moment you get into level 100. Get people around you who think likewise, like who support that, who would stand by you regardless. Start building your team from the very onset, the moment you enter the school. Now, the second thing I would like to talk about is understudy your predecessors, understudy them. So in case, let's say, you want to vie for the SRC president, once you enter level 100, that means you have about 3 or 4 years to go through school, okay? Start learning under them. Get involved. Get close to them. Learn how things are done. Get to know who you're supposed to know. Get to know who you're supposed to speak to and stuff like that. Be a part of something. That's what I'm trying to say. Be a part of something that would put you out there. Not negative things though, but be a part of something that would put you out there in a positive way, in a positive manner. Now, the third thing I'm going to say in this part of the video is study campus politics. Okay? Study campus politics. You may not know it, but a lot of people have various reasons to actually go in for certain positions, and you have no idea what people do at the background, okay, to go for a position. You have no idea the kind of compromises people make, the kind of decisions people make, the kind of, you just have no idea, absolutely no idea. So know how your campus politics works, okay? Probably you find yourself in a campus whereby it's dominated by party A. How are you going to maneuver your way to the top if you are in party B? Probably you don't belong in party A or party B. So how are you going to go out there and maneuver your way to the top as a solo person? know how your campus politics work. Do you understand? Well, I'm going to give you a detailed account in my next video. So kindly let me know in the comment section if you would want me to make a part 2 of this video. Thank you. Until then, guys, thank you so much for making time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. And please don't forget to subscribe, share please, so that somebody would also learn something. Okay, kindly share, and don't forget to do you, and